The world of politics is an absolute mess, but I think I have a solution that will solve most, if not all, of the issues at hand. If you ask people what the biggest problem is with our political system today, they're going to tell you that politicians are either corrupt or inept or a combination of both. And while that might be true with most politicians, that is not the problem we should be focusing on. The bigger problem to solve precedes that, which is we currently do not have a consistent and robust method for vetting our politicians. Think about how we see our politicians today. They're either talking to a crowd of their own constituents, in which case it's just an echo chamber and there's no one there to push back on them. Or they're on a biased news station giving 40-second soundbite answers. Or we have an hour-long interview with a politician, but it turns out to be a softball interview because by the time we receive it, it's been highly edited and produced. And then you have the presidential and the congressional debates, and those are basically a step away from a reality TV show because the moderators never do a good job pushing back on the politicians, keeping them on track, or holding them to their assertions, and we always have to cut to commercial.
Cut the commercial. Cut the commercial.
I suggest a solution that I call The Grill. The Grill is a once-a-month, 3-hour-long interrogation of the politician. There are no breaks during The Grill, so those 3 hours are like a pressure cooker to the politician. There are no questions ahead of time, so the politician cannot prepare. There is no audience. It's just one-on-one, the griller and the politician. And unlike the media today, it is not produced or edited because the grill is streamed live to the general public. In addition, the line of questioning on the grill is distinct. The politician would not be able to give the following as an answer. They couldn't give a non sequitur. They couldn't rely on a logical fallacy. They can't mumble their answer, give a slogan or a saying, or dish out word soup. If they did do that, the griller would stop and say, "Look, what you just said doesn't make any sense. Here's what you said. Let me play it back for you. Here's why it doesn't make sense. Can you give me a valid answer?" The politician can respond with one of the only two answers that we'll accept on the grill, which is, "I don't know." Might be refreshing to see a politician say they don't know.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
Or they can give a sound and valid conclusion. And yes, conclusions have to be both sound and valid. It's a video for another time. And of course, the politician would have to be able to cite statistics, examples, and sources when applicable. The consistency of the grill is key. 3 hours once a month while you're running for office and while you're in office. If I ran the mile today in 5 minutes and 30 seconds, that's a great time. And maybe 2 months from now, I have a race. But the next time I run the mile is not going to be 2 months from now. I'm going to keep running it consistently to make sure that I'm up for the task at hand. And that's exactly what we have to do mentally with our political leaders. If any portion of the American public should be centralized, categorized, indexed, and put under a microscope on a regular basis, made vulnerable on a monthly basis, it would be the people that think they can push the buttons or pull the levers of a country or a territory. Imagine a politician that you like. In your head, are you thinking, yeah, that person can handle themselves. They would absolutely shine on the grill. Now, on the flip side, imagine a politician that you do not like. Do you think that politician would make it past 10 grills? Do you think they could make it past 1 grill? What if the grill existed for the last 10 years? Do you think that politician would ever be in the same line of work as they are today? That feeling that you have, those answers you gave in your head, that shows that we have a hunger to improve our political system, and the only way to do that is to vet our politicians. When you put good underwriting and good vetting to a system that has otherwise been free just to do whatever it wants, you will have positive ripple effects, including but not limited to new fresh minds coming into politics, really good critical thinkers. You will also create a politician that will go into the system and seek out the loopholes that cause corruption and close them off themselves. Maybe I'll be able to lead this with a few other people and bring it to fruition, or maybe someone will take the project from me and run with it. It doesn't matter to me as long as it gets done. If we did a long format video, I'd be able to answer most of your questions. So if you want to see that, put it in the comment section down below, or you can write an email to the address that appears on the screen or that's in the description as well. The number one thing you can do is to share this video with everyone, because no matter where they are on the political spectrum, whether we're left, right, in the middle, up, down, I don't really care. We are all having a vested interest in having our political system be cleaned up, and it starts by vetting politicians. I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching.